Good morning, everyone. Today we have a very interesting article that we're going to be focusing on for today. So, this is about sport. We're going into the world of sport today, and there is a dispute. There has been an argument between the football coach and the football player. This is really interesting because this can easily be transferred into the world of work. You can be also be discussed between friends. It can be discussed between you and colleagues and can be discussed between you and managers. This type of situation that has happened here is a human situation where one person has had a very high expectation and then the other person has had a different expectation. And then when they have come to discuss these decision-making processes, their views are different. And then one person makes a decision, and then the other person then gets really upset because they do not agree. So this article today is about agreement and disagreement. Okay, just to give you a bit of context. So the title of this article here is Arne Slot has no clue if Mohamed Salah will play for Liverpool again. So if we take a look at this term here, no clue. So this is very similar to no idea. If we say that you have no clue of what is going to happen, it means that you have no knowledge. You don't really even have an opinion of what you think is going to happen in the future. So Mohamed Salah, this is a football player from Egypt. And Arne Slot, he is a football manager from, I believe, the Netherlands. Okay. And I know sometimes when you're speaking in English, you might get a little nervous to say the names of individuals from different countries around the world, but it really helps, yeah, if you can practice saying names. Because as you know, when you get into a business situation and you are working with professionals, to be a professional, you must be able to use other people's names. So I'd really recommend that you practice using these names and you can start by, yeah, looking at them and trying to pronounce them correctly in the articles. So this one is Arnie Slot. And then the second name we have here is Mohamed Salah. Okay. And the name of this football team is Liverpool. Liverpool is a very, very famous football team, if not the most famous football team in the world. And Liverpool is also a city in England, yeah, located in the north of England. Yeah, I would recommend that you go to visit. It's famous for the Beatles, yeah, famous band that comes from here. So let's take a look at the first paragraph and let's dive in. Okay. So Arne Slot has cast further doubt on Mohamed Salah's future at Liverpool by admitting that he has no clue whether the forward has played his last game for the club. The head coach also insisted his politeness should not be mistaken for weakness after leaving Salah out of the Champions League game against Inter on Tuesday. Okay, so a couple of terms here. So to cast further doubt on something, it means that this person has shown and has demonstrated his doubt on the future of this player. So when this article is written, it's typically in response to a press conference. Okay, so they will have the football manager, the football players, they will go to a press conference, and the press conference is when you have journalists, you have reporters who can ask the players and the managers questions about their opinions and ideas after the game. Typically, this is called the post-match interview or post-match press conference. And this is an opportunity for the coach and for the players to give their opinions. Okay, so he is casting doubt. So it means that, yeah, he is unsure of what is going to happen in the future for this player. Just to also give you a little bit more context, this football player has expressed his concerns because he wasn't put into the starting lineup for the team. He was actually put on the bench. So put on the bench, this means that the player did not start the game, yeah, for the team. So you are either starting in the starting 11 or you are on the bench. On the bench means you're a substitute and you are not playing. Okay. So this is an interesting thing here. The head coach also insisted his politeness should not be mistaken for weakness. Yeah. So the coach is saying that he is being polite right now in response to this player's outburst, in response to what this player has said. And he is saying that even though he is calm and he is controlled, he's saying, do not mistake how I am speaking for weakness, because he's saying he doesn't want to be seen as weak. He needs to show that as a coach, as a manager, that he is willing to make strong decisions when the time comes. So he just wants to reiterate. So this word reiterate, it means to say again. He wants to confirm that he is not weak. Yeah, he wants to show that he is polite, he is candid. Another word, candid, here, it means that you are honest and that you speak what's on your mind, but he wants to reassure people because people have to follow him, they have to believe in him. He is a manager. So he is saying, do not mistake my kindness for weakness. Okay, let's take a look at the second paragraph. Slot gave his first public reaction on Monday to Salah's incendiary interview at Leeds when previewing Liverpool's match at San Siro. He denied Salah's claims that their relationship had broken down and said only the Egypt international knows, who supposedly threw him under a bus and wants him out of the club. Okay, so we have this word here, incendiary. So if something is incendiary, it's designed to cause fires. So in this case, it means that the interview, it was kind of planned by the reporters, by the journalists to ask some of these tricky questions to try to get Salah to express his emotions, to say what was on his mind. So yeah, Salah, he used his interview to spark a debate, to say what was on his mind. And he said that he feels that he has been thrown under a bus. So this is an idiom that we use in English. It does not literally mean you push or throw. Yeah, to throw something means to take it and then do this motion. This is throw, and to be thrown under a bus is an interesting idiom in English. So in this case, it means that you you trusted someone, okay? And then this person made a decision that puts you in a difficult situation. So, for example, this player, Mohamed Salah, he believed that he was a great player and he could start for Liverpool. He could play on the pitch and have a lot of playing time. But the manager decided to put him on the bench, which, this guy is a star player. He's one of the best players for the team. So he feels like the manager went behind his back, like did something that to lose his trust. He was dishonest. This is what it means. So it means you trust someone and then that person does something to you that is dishonest, maybe manipulative, and you lose all of your trust. You lose all of your faith in that person or the organization. Okay. So he feels like he has been thrown under the bus. It also says here that their relationship had broken down. So yeah, if when we use this phrasal verb broken down, it means that their relationship was once at a high point, it was at a good standard, at a good level, and then it has broken down over time. So it means that gradually and slowly their relationship has started to dwindle. So dwindle again means to reduce and come down. It means that, yeah, they no longer have a good working relationship. Okay. So the next paragraph, Salah trained on Monday for the second day in succession before Slot told him directly that he would not be traveling to Italy for the Champions League game. The decision to remove the 33-year-old from selection for a short period was taken by the Liverpool hierarchy in conjunction with Slot and with the full support of the Dutch coach. Salah could also miss the home game against Brighton on Saturday. He is due to report for Africa Cup of Nations duty with Egypt on Monday and could be away from Liverpool until mid-January when Saudi Arabian interest in the forward is likely to be rekindled. Okay, so here this paragraph is just highlighting what is kind of the plan for the next month, what is the trajectory. And it seems like, yeah, he will be removed from the selection for a short period. So this is, you have the football team, and then you have Arne Slot, who's the manager, and then you have the board and the organization, and they will discuss things together, and they will decide what players will play, what is their, the starting lineup. So remember, starting lineup means the starting 11 for the football team, and they will decide what will happen. So, the manager will be really unhappy with Salah because of what he said in the post-match interview, because yeah, normally the coach will always expect the player to be calm and to support the team and to say things that encourage and build up the team, but not do things to break down the team's morale. So, but the player is emotional, the player is upset because he feels like he has been thrown under the bus. Okay. This word we have here in conjunction. So in conjunction typically just means next to. So this is talking about the football coach and the organization. So the organization is the shareholders, it's CEOs of the business, it's the owner. So yeah, there's lots of things, lots of people involved in making certain decisions for this team. Okay. And then at the end here we have to be rekindled. So to be rekindled means that there was an interest or some decision that was um, some offer that was made at one point in time, and then it kind of went away, like no one was discussing or talking about it. And then to be rekindled, it means for that point to be brought up again. So this is talking about the future of Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah, in the past, many teams would like to buy him because he's a great player. So in January, maybe this discussion with the Saudi Arabian uh, yeah, football owner maybe would like to make an offer. So he will leave Liverpool and move to Saudi Arabia. This is just one option. Okay. So yeah, we'll just look at another paragraph here. Asked whether there is a way back for Salah at Liverpool, who have the player under contract until the summer of 2027, Slot replied, I am a firm believer that there is always a possibility to return for a player, but that is not. I can leave it with that, I think. So here when he says, but that is not, I can leave it with that, I think. So in this moment, it seems like he is starting to get a little bit emotional himself, a little upset. So he wants to show again support for the team, that he's an open guy. He's willing to discuss things, but he is also annoyed, yeah, with this player. So he's saying that there is always a possibility. So he's not trying to show that he is a closed-minded person. He wants to show that he's an open-minded person and that he's willing to think and mull over. So mull over is another phrasal verb that we can use. That means to think deeply and yeah, go through the process of thinking more about a certain topic or decision. Okay. Also here it says, I am a firm believer. Yeah, okay. So here firm just means that he strongly is another way to say strongly believes or strongly thinks. Yeah, something. Okay. Okay, we'll just look at these last two here. The head coach, however, was pressed again on the possibility that the third highest goal scorer in Liverpool's history may have played his last game for the club. I have no clue, Slot replied. I cannot answer that question at this point in time. Slot said that he was taken aback by Salah's comment that their once healthy relationship has broken down, having been benched for the three consecutive games for the first time in his Liverpool career. That is not the way I feel, but he has the right to feel how he feels things. Wow. Okay, so he has the right to feel how he feels things. So again, when you use this type of sentence in English, he has the right to have his opinion. He has the right to feel how he feels. He means that just because he disagrees, he's saying that he has the freedom to make his own decision and make his own choices. So he's saying, I am not responsible for what he wants to do and what he wants to say. Okay, and so again, he's trying to show he's open-minded. He's trying to show that he is willing to give players freedom to speak their minds. Okay. Also here it says that Slot said that he was taken aback. Yeah, so taken aback here, this is also an expression that means shocked. So if you say I was taken aback, it is more formal. We wouldn't really use this in spoken English, but in written English, you will see it. And it just in a conversation, we would just say, I was really surprised by his decision. I was really shocked by that. So this is, you also want to think in English about how we use formal language and informal language and how these are used in different situations. Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this class for today, guys. I will share the link with you in the video description so that you can continue to read further. If you would like to, if you have any questions about any of the words, feel free to write them in the comments. And also, yeah, feel free to ask any questions in general about English below. I hope this has been helpful and useful. And over the next coming weeks, I'll be sharing different articles every week as a series. The articles can be related to sport or business or politics. I will choose any article that I think is interesting and includes lots of good phrases and is a way to help you boost your English level and your English comprehension. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. If you want to see more, if you want to boost your English level and you really want to start expressing yourself naturally and clearly, then I would recommend going to Valo.com. That's Vallho. That Valo is an English coaching platform that is designed to help you to personalize information for you and to help you and target your gaps and target the gaps that you have in the English language to help you to reach your goals, whether it's professionally, whether it's socially, or whether it's educationally. Okay. So you can feel free to head to valo.com and check out the course options. I hope you enjoyed this video today, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.